from tomorrow onwards, I'll be doing a 9 to 6 shift.
Okay. What shift?
9 to 6, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay. Cool. So you will be going to office?
Not exactly, but until further updates, I'll be working from home. So I think for another few weeks, I'll be working from home.
Great. So that will be very good for us also.
Yeah.
If something needs to be taken, right? So we can, do the training. And where is your office, by the way?
It's in Del Domblur. It's next to EGL.
Yeah, I know. Right. So cool. So thanks for telling about yourself, and we will look into the ITIL version 4 Foundation Training. So the screen is, very clear to you?
It's visible, yes.
Yeah. Once again. Okay. So now it's proper, right?
Perfect.
Okay, great. So yeah, so my name is Sojan Samuel. So I will explain about myself in detail. And so in every I have a separate slide which tells about me. Okay, so I will explain about me, and I just wanted to understand, what is your experience? How many years of experience you have?
Well, in total, I have like 8 years of job experience.
Okay.
8 years. Into the first 1 year was just into a local call center. It was an international process about some airlines reservation. But after that, I moved to Dell. I was completely into technical troubleshooting, technical support basically for Dell computers.
For Dell computers.
Yes, and that too, it was hardcore troubleshooting, in and out, everything, hardcore troubleshooting. Everything about Microsoft operating system, Microsoft Office softwares, anything, any third-party applications with the best support. And also, we would also deal with the hardware, the entire Dell hardware in the product line, the specific product line. So I used to provide the service over the call, email, and chat support. And as days moved on, I moved to social media, Dell social media team. I worked there for almost like 4.5 years of experience. We took the Dell social media process from a pet baby project to a super leading project at Dell, which is currently just going on, increasing day by day. So all the reputation that Dell has on the social media technical support on Twitter or Facebook or any other WhatsApp or everything, that was initiated by my team and I.
Oh, great! I see. Yeah, so is it global or is it regional or something?
It's global. It's global. So that's the best thing about that process where I did. So when I joined in, it was a team of just some 15-20 members. Later, as days passed by, I became one of the senior techs over there. Then later on, they moved me as a team tech lead, actually, to support other peers. And then I was into a part of the project management SPOC. So I was a SPOC. We had some project managers. So all the project management, the projects that they would do, I was a SPOC for that. So I had a little bit of basic experience among all of that, and also getting in new projects and working and in the implementation and the processing stage is where I would be and help the team and everything. So after that, again, I moved into the Dell commercial business line for the extensive hardcore troubleshooting. So again, I moved into it, and currently I'm in that team only. I offer technical support. I moved from a lead again back to taking calls and offering technical support because I was more interested into technical and project management as well. So I wanted to get into a better business line where we had like a better scope and better value for money and everything. So that's why I got in here.
Okay. So currently you are into technical aspects. So what operating, you told about troubleshooting, right? So what you are troubleshooting?
It's basically Windows operating system.
Okay.
Windows operating system, but not into the enterprise. I can say into the basic enterprise versions, but Windows 10 Pro extensive till end-to-end support. Let it be any troubleshoot, any problem on the computer about any issue, any component. So in and out everything. So you have a computer, any problem that comes into, I support it for the Dell product line.
Great,
so we
great.
troubleshoot, let it be audio or a video or any other issue, or let it be any software problem, or even performance issues as well. So performance issues relating to the processor, specifically on the memory or the graphics card. So some applications, the compatibility of the driver. So we do like in-depth troubleshooting. It's a very complex machine, the Dell workstations. So they are very complex. We get into RAID. So that is how we kind of manage. So we try changing the drivers for the graphics. If it's the top end Autodesk or, we have other applications as well. So all of those come into with the graphics performance. We need to check for the compatibility of the processors, trying to adjust the cores for the processing. So we get into all of that complex scenarios, and that is the level of troubleshooting we do. So these product lines are right below the servers. So I'm not into server support, but right below the servers. So all the editing, all these big companies, right? Like the NDTV. So this right now team is only for India. So we have all the media channels. We have all the, huge companies like the Boeing, we have Air India. So, and even the Indian Army, the Air Force, Navy, and the Army, and all the media channels, all the production like the Maggie, the Nestle, all these companies use the Dell top-end workstation computers. So basically, they are into like immense graphics development, software development. So they use these computers. So they give us a lot of business. Each computer will cost around like 15 to 20 lakhs, or even more at times, depending on the configuration. So that is the level of support we offer, and that is how to do it. So what I felt is I was a lead before, so I have tasted how it's like to become a team manager and a project manager as well. So what I thought is now I wanted to pursue my career into this line because I've already done enough of the technical troubleshooting, and alhamdulillah, I've gained the knowledge for it. Now I wanted to step next on the next step, because right now the current role that I'm into, it wouldn't allow me to move to the next role until and unless I have some certification or I have certain experience in this field. So what I thought is maybe if I do ITIL Foundation 4, maybe I can have a opportunity of becoming into a project lead or a team lead, and then explore my further options.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, I think you have a right plan and choice. Definitely, I think it will help you because now ITIL is mostly focused on the latest evolution of technologies. So yeah, definitely your idea is right. And yeah, and what ticketing tool you were using?
Well, basically what we are doing right now is the Salesforce. SFDC is what we call it. We are using Salesforce, and we also use Delta.
What is that?
I'm sorry, just a moment. Yeah, I'm sorry. So there was some work going on at home. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
No problem. Yeah. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, it wasn't me.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, tell me.
So, I'm sorry, I just lost what I was saying.
Yeah. So I was asking about the ticketing tool. You told about the Salesforce. Yeah.
So we were using Salesforce, and we also used a tool called Sprinkler. Not sure if you've heard of it. So Sprinkler is again an international software that we basically used for social media support. So we did all the ticketing and the documentation of case notes, everything using that tool. The entire process was run, and there was also automation in that. And we also now currently I'm using Salesforce and Delta. That is what we use basically right now. And
So Delta is specific to Dell?
Sort of, yes. The Delta is what we use. I think it's a
Okay.
third party again, but it's specifically used for Dell.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So why I ask about the ticketing tool is like a lot of IT service management is integrated into the ticketing tool. So I think Salesforce also does that. And Sprinkler, how does it work actually? So is the customer raise a ticket on that and you get it and you resolve? Is it like that?
So I think you are pretty much aware of how Salesforce works, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah.
So, but this one, Sprinkler is kind of, I can say Salesforce is sort of a background. It is in the background process for Sprinkler. Sprinkler is more into a user interface as a frontline tool, wherein it has like basically whenever customers call in, we have a phone to receive the calls, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And Salesforce, it has a chat option wherein customers
Correct.
can come in and it gives a chat option. But
Okay.
Sprinkler is kind of, it has a chat option, but the customer, whatever they post, any message they post on Facebook or online or any of the social media websites where Dell is offering support. So we have that dashboard loaded. Dashboard is basically a user interface. We have like columns with the customers' messages coming in a sequence, like a first in, first out. So those messages coming, we click on a message, another window opens up where we get an option to reply. So there we reply and we have like other options to explore. So once we do all the communication and the the responses and everything, so from there we have an option to create a case in Salesforce.
Okay.
We raise a ticket. So Sprinkler is basically not a ticketing tool, but it is more like a customer interaction tool.
Correct. I got it. Yeah. Customer
and monitoring it's used for monitoring the volume, monitoring the trend. So that's more into a very much dynamic use.
Yeah, I think it. It serves a lot of purpose. I think it is
Correct.
Yeah. And how about Delta?
Delta is similar. I can say it's a cut down version of Salesforce. Delta is where we basically always use it to search for the orders, search for the case details, search for raise a ticket, close a ticket, check for the order details and all of that. I think that's an extended and upgraded version is now being brought into Salesforce.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you for telling me all these details. Yeah, I think pretty much I understand about your aspiration and your work experiences. It tells you about a lot of experience that you have gone and you wanted to learn ITIL V4. Okay, so now let us start about the training. Now, first of all, I wanted to make you realize that ITIL Foundation course tells you about first of all, it is a framework. So framework is a advisory. Like it tells you like, okay, this is the best way to do it, any task, right? And the core concepts, what you will learn here is the core concept, the terminologies that ITIL service lifecycle uses, right? So since we are learning the latest version, right, ITIL V4, there is a lot of difference between the previous versions. Yeah, so the previous version was V3, where the structure itself was very different. So that we will see in the coming slides. And I think you have heard of the term called Agile.
Yes, Agile and Scrum.
Yeah, Agile and Scrum, and Lean, and all this concept, right? DevOps.
Yes.
Yeah, so artificial intelligence and all the stuff, right? So these are some of the modern technologies that they have incorporated into the current V4 version.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that is the main difference. So like V3, right? So it's like an outdated framework. So V4 is the latest framework which incorporates. It's like you have like friends, right? So maybe like in a community, like let's say you have in your community you have some friends, maybe like technical friends, or maybe you have some friends of playing, right? Like if you want to go for a play something, you have that sort of friend, okay, that community. And if you want to go for some other activity, you have that community. So in a similar way, ITIL V4 has incorporated a lot of information from all the communities that we are going to see in the coming slides, right? Now, why or what is the benefit of learning the ITIL certification, or like what is the use for you? So first of all, you have a lot of experience, right? So, but how does it fit into the ITIL framework? You are doing some work over a period of time.
Correct.
And but unknowingly you were doing something based on ITIL framework, but you're not sure, okay, is this the right way to do it, right? That is one thing. Okay, so in the end, what we are trying to achieve is the quality of the IT service management.
Okay.
So yeah, and you have done some work like in the service industry. Maybe like you have told like in service of the Dell, like troubleshooting, and you were now taking care of social media and all the stuff, right? So basically, what is the value you are providing? Have you heard of this? That ITIL version 4 is more focused on providing the value for the service you provide. So can I ask you what service you are providing, or what value you are providing to the service that you are delivering?
I lost you there. Can you say that again?
Yeah. So the question is like, do you know what value you're providing with your service?
Well, it could be for the customer satisfaction or customer support, and also business profit for the company.
Correct.
That is what value means?
Yes, exactly. So customer satisfaction, that is perfect answer. So the second one
is for the business improvement.
Okay. So yeah, business improvement or the revenue generation, right? So
yes.
The third would be the quality of the IT service management. That is very important. Okay. So by your service and the value that you provide, so definitely quality. So the quality is improved by the IT service management. You will come to know only by the feedback, right? So when you get a proper feedback, so this is one of the aspect of learning ITIL V4, like feedback, right? How do you get a feedback? You have
Like
done some work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, by the survey, right? So that is one of the way how you get a feedback, right? So, but it is not always survey, but the input and the output, right? So you have provided some input and you get some output, right? So based on that, we get an feedback, right? So we will learn in detail everything, right? And another benefit is about increasing your salary. Okay. So the survey says that if you're an ITIL certified professional, you can earn up to 40% more than non-certified peers. Okay. So yeah, this is just an like benefit of learning ITIL. Okay, so that concludes our introduction. So now let us go to the second one. Wait 1 second. I don't know. 1 second. You're not able to see my screen right now?
I'm able to see your screen. No, I'm able to see your screen.
The first one, right? Okay.
Yeah, the
now
first one.
you can see the second one.
Just a moment, I'm looking at it.
Okay, what do you see on the
It
screen
says
now?
common questions. It says common questions.
Yeah, exactly. So like this is very basic, like you already know. Okay. So what does ITL stand for?
Information Technology Infrastructure Library.
Right. So you are aware of this particular acronym, right? So and ITL V4 is released on February 2019. Yeah. So previously to that it was V3.
Okay.
And yeah, and what does actually foundation course? What does it give? So it gives a detailed knowledge of the IT service management, and it is a basic level who is involved in service management and delivery of services. So I think you are very much fit into the roles that you are doing now, right? So service, management, delivery of service in IT. So I think this is the best course that you can study. Okay. So no doubt about that. Okay. Now the third question is, now you are going to do the certification, right? Now, are you going to do the certification?
Yes.
Okay, great. So when are you planning to do it?
So basically, I have asked for a voucher in my company. So they said that they're going to provide a voucher so that I can take on the certification. If they do not provide, then I'll be going through Shireen. So she said I can pay for the exam fees and take on the certification. So I'm just waiting for an update from my company. I've requested for the ITIL V4, the webcam online voucher. So I've sent an email already for a request. If they approve it, fair enough. If not, then I'll take the certification through this company, through your company.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully that gets approved, so you will get it. Yeah.
So I'm planning to do it as soon as possible.
Oh, great. Yeah. So that's the best idea you have. I think you should do it very soon. And the expiry of this particular certification, right? So it does not have any expiry. So once you do the certification, so lifelong it holds. So there is no problem with that. Okay, I'm just pausing for 1 second. I'm not able. Okay, I think it goes right. No problem. And second, like training, how long does it go? So what is the duration of this course? Is like typically 2 or 3 days. Full day. And but if it is like if you say like it's like based on the convenience, right? It depends on your availability also. And exam format of this exam is like a paper based and online, which has a 40 questions, and the duration is one hour. Okay, so like basically you can opt for a paper based as well as online by PeopleCert. I think you have heard of PeopleCert, right?
No, I haven't. I've heard of Pearson View.
Yeah. PeopleCert is actually the partner for providing the exam. So so they just conduct the exam. So no problem. Pearson View, they are all similar. I mean, the same company who offer the what you call the exam certification. Yeah. And I think you must be thinking like how hard is or how easy to crack this exam, right?
Correct.
So in my opinion, so like it's a sure shot and you can definitely clear, because out of 40 questions you need to make 26 correct answers, so that's about 65%. So like I think you can do it. So since you have all the experience, right? So it's just understanding the framework, so it will be very easy for you. So I think this is some of the common questions that you have in your mind. So have you, gone through, once again?
It brought up certain certification page.
Yeah. I think there is some problem here. I don't know. I want to wait. To see my screen?
Yes, I see the evolution page.
Yeah. So wait, now I'm just having some trouble in, wait 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. So I just wanted to, So let me tell you about myself. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So as I told you, right, my name is Sojan Samuel, and I have 14 years of IT experience, and I have worked with some of the companies called NTT Data, Morgan Stanley, Rakuten, and Verifone. Yeah. And I have done my ITIL, RHC Linux, and ITIL Intermediate, and the Scrum Master certification.
Okay.
And I have been to some of the countries for the on-site opportunities. Yeah, and I have been working in some of the banking and the financial companies for the ITIL framework, which implement.
Your voice is breaking, Susan.
Have been implemented based on the production environment, right? Yeah. Is it audible now?
Right. I think there is some lag.
Are you to listen? Hello?
Hello.
Your voice is actually like, there is a lag in the voice.
So is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Right. So yeah. So I have implemented the ITL framework for banking and financial companies, and I have worked on Agile and Scrum framework. So this is something about me, and you can feel free to ask me any doubts you have. Okay. And this is how the certification will look like once you get it. So
I'm still on the ITIL Evolution page.
Oh, wait. Wait once again.
Okay. Is there any network issues over there?
Yeah, I think so. So there is some problem. Wait. Wait. Okay, so once again.
I got the certification page.
Now you get.
And now about yourself.
Oh, okay. I think there is some lag. How about the certification page now?
Yeah, it's the certification page.
Okay, great, right. So yeah, so this is like this is how you the certification will look like. Yeah, so this is the first one is the foundation, and the second one is the intermediate, so which is related to the V3 version, and this is normally provided by now. So this is about the people cert that I have mentioned. Okay, so which and the Axilos is the company which provide which
The ITIL
maintains,
courses.
yeah, I mean the framework, right? So this is the company now. Previously it was Exin. So yeah, and so if I tell more about the Axilos, right? So it's a joint venture company which was created in 2013 by the Cabinet Office, which is the majestic government in UK. And this organization is responsible to manage, develop, and grow the global best practice portfolio. So as you say, when you say that best practice, right? So like it means that it is being practiced by all successful companies. Let's say about Disney. So you have heard about the company called Disney, right?
Yes,
You have heard
of
about,
course.
yeah. So what does it do? So it actually, they are having the theme parks, right?
Right.
And on daily basis, they have customers like maybe like 5,000 or 2,500 customers they have to manage per day. So how do they manage? So this is one of the case studies actually. Disney was not doing good before ITIL.
Okay.
I mean, like, what is the function of the Disney company? So basically, they have a lot of rights, they have a lot of plays, and they have a lot of customers, right? So what happened was previously, before the ITIL, so all their inventory or the asset they maintained was not in proper, or like for example the costumes of the place that we're doing, right? So every maybe 1 hour or 2 hour they have a play, and accordingly the actors should have the costumes ready for them. So what happened, the asset was not up to date, and there was a lot of delay in functioning, and whole lot of, because it is a service industry, right? Disney, yeah. So there should be some best practice they follow, where all the assets they maintain should be up to date. So once they have introduced ITIL framework to their organization, all the assets were up to date and they were able to perform well. I mean, they provide the value to the customer, right? So if there is no delay and every costumes are ready and they're able to function well in, yeah.
Sojan, your voice is breaking, Sojan.
I'm so say that, yeah, to make it right. So whatever
Sojan,
they
your voice
want
is
to
not clear.
go there. So basically it's the entertainment industry, right? So basically
Sojan, your voice is not clear.
motto is it okay?
From the past 1 minute, whatever you said, I didn't hear anything. It's breaking.
Is it
Nope.
now? Hello?
Nope.
Hello?
Yeah,
You too.
I can hear you. Hello?
Yeah, so here now, I think there is some, yeah, I think there is some internet problem. You're not able to hear to me?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay. I don't know from which side, from this side or from the other
Now it's
side, I
clear.
don't know.
Now it's clear. Now it's
Okay.
proper. So whatever the settings it is, right now it's good.
So yeah. Okay, great. So yeah. Wait. Okay, so I was telling about the Axilos, right?
Yeah.
Hey, no, wait.
You're telling about the Disney.
Yeah. So so it is an entertainment industry, and they were mostly disorganized. So, but after they have implemented, right, the ITIL framework, so they are very successful, and it is one of the best company or the profit-making company.
Mm-hmm.
So, portfolio of a globally recognized qualification. So that was flow as best practice qualifications. ITIL impart I4, right? So it imparts which can be imparts the best practice introduced to any of the service you provide. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next about the Axilos. So now I think you have heard about this company a lot now, because they are into giving so many what you call products. For example, Prince 2 and MSP, and yeah. So yeah, this is again a project management course, and then again the management program, and there is what you call cyber resilience best practice called Resilia.
Mm-hmm.
And these are some of the products that I have, and it is provided in order to enhance the employee skills, knowledge, and competence in our work. So yeah, so I think like Axos have very good product in order to scale up to the project management or industry, right? So yeah,
what does
you
MSP
can look
stand
into the MSP. So once the managing successful program.
Sojan, I'm very sorry, but the connection is very terrible. I think your voice is breaking. It's like going haywire now. I can't understand a bit. Nope, not yet.
Okay, well, the connection. Okay now?
Nope.
Okay.
It's breaking. It's breaking.
Wait, 1 second. So let me hold for 1 second. You can see my slide, right?
Yes, I can see your slide.
Okay, great. So yeah, is it okay now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Is it okay? Yeah. Okay, I'll speak to Shireen about the poor connection. I think disconnected to internet. Yeah, managing successful programs is what MSP stands for. Is cybersecurity and resilience, okay, and Prince project management. Okay. And yeah, definitely, yeah. Is it audible now?
No, Sujan, no? I'm sorry, but the connection is very terrible.
Yeah. There is some problem. Yeah. 1 second. I'll speak to her and come back. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
He stays in communal. Yeah, Sojan?
Nabil.
Yeah.
Nabil?
Yes. Yes, Sujan, tell me. Hello?
Nabil, is it audible now?
Well, Shirin, your voice is audible, but whenever Shojan is speaking, I mean, the first 5-10 minutes went well, but now everything is just like a long delay, a lag.
Is it? Just give me
His voice is dragging, yeah.
1 minute. Sojan, can you speak now?
Hi. So, is it audible?
Yeah, it's
This
audible.
is how the lag is.
Hello.
It's audible, Sojan.
Okay. Nabil, is it okay now?
Yeah, now it's better. I mean, yeah, it'll be better for a few seconds, then later again it will go bad.
Can you go a little bit closer to your laptop, Sojan?
No, I'm using my earphone, so no problem.
I think because of the earphone, I feel if you directly do the training, it will be very much audible.
Let's try that.
It was audible, right?
Yeah, it's audible, I think, but only thing is that there is a bit of lag.
Hello?
It's audible now, Sojan.
I have a page for my previous photo. So if you want to check this.
Hello, Sujan?
Sojan, you're not audible now. Can you speak? Sojan, we are still waiting. It's not audible.
I've sent it to you.
Yeah, Nirmala, go check what is the issue. Ask him to come down. Ask him to come down. If there's a problem, you can come down.
Shiran,
Yeah, Nabil.
I think it would be better if Sojan just joins where you guys are sitting, because I think that's
No,
where
same thing. I'm calling downstairs. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah. The training went well for the first like probably like 5 slides. Okay, after that everything is just like haywire. It's not audible.
Yeah, I'll do something. Give me quick 2 minutes. I'll arrange it.
This is Sojan. Get your laptop.
Yeah, just a few minutes. Nabil is settling down. He's coming downstairs.
No problem.
Yeah. Nabil, can we just take a short break for 5-10 minutes or 5 minutes?
No problem.
Yeah.
I'll just stay online, okay?
Yeah, sure.
a message, and similarly on WhatsApp, right? So all these buckets fall into one queue of individual platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. So let's take them for Facebook and Twitter. So then what used to happen is that we would manually take a case, ping it in the team chat, this one, and so later, a few months later, they adding a little bit of automation, such as if there are 10 cases waiting and if we have 5 people available, then they would automate it in such a way that depending on the avail time, they would go ahead and distribute the cases as in when they fall into the waiting bucket. All right.
Okay.
So with this, what happened is even if there are 100, they would still go ahead and assign the individually, probably like 20 to each. Then they later found that they are not meeting the SL because the other messages would post in. So then they added another automation thing that the maximum would be just 2 assigned at a time. Right.
Okay.
Then as in when the volume increased, they got in more headcount. And then later what happened? They started automating the initial responses. Like rather than having the customers wait in the queue, me and my 10 other friends would leave a message on Facebook. And just out of 10, probably like 5 people get replied. The other 5 still have to wait. And in those 10 people, a few might be with the system, a few might be busy with other work, right? So basically to eradicate, to handle that situation, they went ahead and introduced the bot responses, like an artificial intelligence. With the help of keywords, they started bucketing the cases, which is a technical and which is a non-technical. Again, in non-technical, which is a general query and which is a customer care query. And what is rubbish in that. So they sorted that. Depending on that, they created some verbiages, like, a pre-scripted messages and responses. So as in when a new case came in, we would have the bot go ahead and respond. If it's a technical issue with the mouse, so it'll ask you what is the issue with the mouse. So similarly, depending on the scenario was, they started sending the messages. So the initial responses, the welcoming message or some initial, that took care of it. Then the agents who are actually working in, they would get the new cases which are already responded. So that on the other end, on the customer side, they are happy because they already received a message from Dell, right? And on the agent side, they are at an ease because they don't have so much of workload of messaging and responding to the initial posts. So this is the kind of the bot and the artificial intelligence, I think, sort of was introduced.
Okay.
Bot
so
responses.
This was, done with Sprinkler, right?
Yeah, they have done with the help of Sprinkler. Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned about the bot, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I think this is the latest sort of like usage in the chat. Also, you are using, right? Which chat you use?
SFDC, Salesforce.
Okay. Chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard of Slack?
No, I haven't heard of Slack.
Yeah, Slack is also one of the chat tool where you can use bot system where you can message automated lot of stuff. Yeah. And Teams, right? Teams is common.
Yeah, Teams I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't used Teams. So Dell is kind of, has just introduced Teams, which we are still not using it. We use more or less, we only use Skype for messaging.
Oh, I see.
So Teams is something very new to me. I haven't even used or don't know how it works. So basically.
Okay. So yeah, I think this is like similar chat tools. So, but yeah, so a lot of automations are done, right? So basically, it is done in order to make things faster as well as keep informed about the various updates, right? And see, basically you are increasing the efficiency, right?
Correct.
And yeah, so alone a particular tool is not able to do this. So you integrate lot of latest tools. Okay, for example, Scrum, Agile, DevOps. Okay, so which is being incorporated into the current course. So I think it will be interesting for you since you are already dealing with lot of tools. Correct?
Correct. Right.
Yeah. Good. So let us good to go to next slide.
Yeah.
Or you want to have some break?
Yeah, probably like some 5-10 minutes break.
Okay, great. So let's have 10 minutes break.
Sure. It's 3:35 now. I'll be
Okay.
back by 3:45.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'll just leave the session as it is.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Hello, Sujan?
Hello?
Yes, Sujan, I'm in.
Yeah, Nabil. Okay, good.
Thank
So, Nabil, actually, I wanted to tell you one thing that
Mhm.
we have to wind up this session by 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So, yeah, so just wanted to keep you updated. So,
Mhm.
we will discuss and now about the rest of the thing.
Mhm.
And till now, whatever points that we have discussed, is that clear?
Yeah,
Okay, great. So the evolution is okay, right?
got it.
Yeah, ITIL evolution. Okay, cool. So now we are transition from V3 to V4, which is a major change. Okay, major in a sense, like very major change. Okay, it's like uh, totally changed. Okay, so we will look into all the aspects, and we will also discuss some of the modules which were in the previous version, so that you have a clear understanding of the distinction between the various points of the previous and the current version. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, right. So one second. Right, so next I wanted to discuss about the trends in enterprise service management. So the area that you're working, is it enterprise service management?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Sort of, yes. I'm not into
Okay.
completely. See, if you call and if you're saying enterprise relating to the hardware and software, then no, I'm not into servers and I'm not into Windows 10 enterprise operating system. But yeah, this is a purely enterprise. Like we deal with a lot of business and clients for the ongoing businesses where the workstations are in use. So you see, basically workstations are more into production.
Okay.
Anything to do with the production, let it be planning, servicing, or designing, or production management, all of those big factories and all of that, where you have these for database usage and performance, where they have their huge softwares that are more into graphics oriented or more into CPU processing oriented. So that is the kind of systems I'm into.
Okay, great. So yeah, good to know that. And what are the terms, okay, or the areas where the current version caters is what we are going to look into now. So the number one, the values, yeah.
I'll tell you the things that we use in this as actually. So customer experience is one, user experience, okay, and high velocity service management, and advanced analytics. So that is our backend team
high
that does it.
velocity service management. What is that you are doing in that?
So high velocity service management is basically we have the warranties. So based on the warranty, we have like the basic warranty, the pro warranty, and the pro plus. So normally for a customer, we offer an business day warranty, and that will be from this time to this time, from Monday to Friday, 9 to 6 p.m. Any service after that, he has to pay for it. A pro warranty, we offer a 24/7 support, but for parts replacement, again, it will be a next day service, but on priority basis. The Pro Plus, we give the same day service, like a 4-hour service. You call us, we find the issue. After the issue is being identified and we know what parts need to be replaced, we send out an engineer. In the next 4 hours, we will procure the part, we will complete the service, and that will be done. And similarly for escalation metrics also. If it is a Pro Plus case, if that is a customer with a Pro Plus, we escalate it immediately to the directorate or to the stakeholders. We get a message from them. We get everybody on the conference call, and we try to resolve it. So if this is what you mean, like high velocity service management, then I think what I wanted to say, if that qualifies for it.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Yes. Next.
So that is what high velocity service management we do, and that is all. I think these are the 4 factors that we look into:
Yeah,
customer
yeah.
experience, user experience, high velocity service management. These are the 3 major things we do. And lean. So advanced analytics, our backend team does it first. So apart from that, I have no idea about it.
Okay, great. So yeah, we will look into each points like value chain, and we will look into in detail. So what does value chain means? Okay, and digital transformation. And as you know, right, one latest example I can say about the digital transformation during the COVID-19 period. So like the usage of apps
Apps
right?
just increased.
Yeah. So so for the liquor sale also, right?
Right.
Yeah, for they are using app. I mean, Swiggy or Zomato,
Absolutely.
you name it, right? So this is one of the example, digital transfer and automation. Okay, so you can see in all areas. Lean practice is one of the new term that we are going to learn. Then system thinking and RPA, which is the robotic learning. Okay, so exactly it is robotic process automation. And you have what you call cyber security and organizational resilience.
Okay.
And service orchestration. So these are actually taken into consideration in the newer version when you plan for a service management. So when you say that value need to be provided to the customer or an entity, these are some of the points that definitely an ITIL certified person should consider. Okay. Yeah. So, but these all areas have an expert people. For example, the machine learning, right? Machine learning is used in all areas of our life now. For example, in the medical field, right? In order to do surgery or maybe in order to find the correct medicine or maybe let's say in app, right? The buying pattern of the age groups. For example, in Amazon or Flipkart, what age group people are buying what product. So these are all basically done by machine learning techniques. And like definitely you can imagine the profit the Amazon or the online applications are doing.
Yeah,
right?
the e-commerce industry.
The
e-commerce industry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, e-commerce industry. So basically they have implemented all these components, okay? And let's say about AI, okay, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is similar to what I have told you now regarding the improving the productivity of any process.
Okay.
Let's say you are doing one process. With the introduction of artificial intelligence, you get a pattern of the happening. For example, you say you see the internet provider usage. Like
Correct.
morning, let's say 8 to 10, the usage is more. The lunch time usage is less. From lunch break to evening usage is more, evening less. Then, so this is actually, you cannot manually calculate everything, but you say a customer of lakhs of people, how we can do that? Lakhs and crores of people. It can be done by artificial intelligence. Okay, you just have to inject the pattern, then you will come to know like, okay, this is the usage. How we can increase? How many servers need to be deployed? How many people, resource person should be utilized for this particular service? Okay, so this is the utilization of the various components. Okay, and how about the user experience you told, right? So what is the usage you have with you?
So basically, the user experience will come. So I'm a little bit confused between the customer experience and the user experience.
Okay.
The customer experience is the kind of service we have offered to the customer, right? And what is his feedback on the service that he has got from Dell? When it comes to resolution, providing the solution, finding the resolution, the troubleshooting, the interaction, the rapport building.
So, so the user experience, right? Like you have introduced a software. Okay. And after using that software, what is that person's experience?
Okay, so it's basically related to the software application side.
Yeah, it can be anything. Just one example I have told. Yeah.
Okay, so anything that we give it to the user to use it and share the feedback, let it be a hardware machine or let it be a software, right? So that is your experience. But the customer experience is basically more into the troubleshooting and the service we are offering.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So user experience is mainly product based and customer experience is mainly service based.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, you provide, what was that you are telling? Yeah, please continue.
So that is what I was saying. So customer experience is more into like a service based and user experience is more into a product based. So we give machines and the softwares and the drivers. That is what the users use and share the feedback. The customer experience is the warranty services that we offer.
Yes. Okay, great. So so these are some of the components that we can correlate, and we will learn in depth about all these points, how it is utilized in our coming sessions. Okay, and if you have any doubts also, please keep it with you, and we will learn into every use cases where it is relevant, and I will try to explain you in depth about the modules which was existent in the past versions as well as in the current versions. Okay,
got it.
Okay, great. So okay, Nabil, so is it good to wind up for today?
Yes, Sojan, can we have like a 5 minutes of just an interactive session? Just like a general discussion?
Yeah.
If you have time.
Yes.
Okay. So my main concept, as I already told you, the main reason of me doing this ITIL is to get into this into management